Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif. I am from UIN Sunan Kalijogo, Yogyakarta. Here I am represent my co-author, Dr. Haji Suhri and Dr. Robi Habibah Abror, also from UIN Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta. Now I will talk about Humanist Islamic Theology of Pesantren Waria al-Fatah, Yogyakarta. The Waria it mean transgender. Waria is Indonesian term for transgender. This topic I have already talked in 11th Eurasia's conference in Olomouc 7 until 10 September 2021. Let's begin with a question. What do Indonesian Muslims think about waria or transgender? The answer is like this. The first answer I get from Majelis Ulama Indonesia (MUI), Indonesian Cleric Association. They have issued a fatwa in October 1997 and still valid until now, that said like this, that waria are illegitimate and the waria must repent and back to being a man again or a woman again. No more waria. The second answer I take from Saiful Mujani Research and Consulting, a survey agency. Based on the result of their survey during September until December 2017 to 1,220 respondents, 81.5% of respondents said that LGBT includes transgender here. Transgender or LGBT are forbidden by religion. In other side, 8.6% said that waria are permitted in religion. Based on this result of the survey, it is clear that most of Indonesian people said that waria are forbidden by religion. But Indonesia is interesting. Most of Indonesian people, of Indonesian Muslim people and MUI said that waria are illegitimate. Turn out, there are a pesantren in Yogyakarta, Indonesia that's special for waria or transgender. That is Pesantren Waria al-Fatah. The progressive movement of Pesantren Waria are interesting because that is based on Islamic theology and humanist spirit. That's why now I'm talking about Humanist Islamic Theology of Pesantren Waria al-Fatah. First of all, let's talk about Pesantren Waria al-Fatah. The history of Pesantren Waria al-Fatah began in 28, established by Maryani and K. Hamroli. The first period of Pesantren Waria was led by Maryani from 28 until 2014. The second period of Pesantren al-Fatah, Pesantren was led by Sintra Ratri from 2014 until now. Next, let's see the Pesantren Waria activities. The Pesantren Waria activities is first, Arisan Syariah or Gathering Syariah, which is held once a week. And the second is learn to read the Quran. This held every afternoon at 4 until 5 p.m. WIB. After that, the Waria's activities is Sholat berjamaah or praying together every Maghrib and Isya. During Maghrib until Isya, Pesantren Waria held pengajian kitab kuning or study about Islamic classical books. The next activities is Sekolah Sabtu Sore or Saturday Afternoon School, which held once a week for capacity building for Waria. The sixth agenda or sixth activities is Silaturahmi Tokoh Nasional, visiting national figure, which held once a month. And the seventh is Ziarah Makam Wali or Wali's Grave Pilgrimage, which held twice a year. And the eighth is Nyekar. Nyekar is visiting grave of Pesantren Waria member, which held once a year, usually before Ramadan. Now let's go to the background of the establishment of Pesantren Waria al-Fatah. There is two reasons that's why this pesantren is established. The first of all is Kiai Hamroli's suggestion to Mariani for make a pengajian special for Waria. And the second reason is to prove a place for Waria to express their spiritual needs, because mosque generally not friendly for Waria. They are often bullied when they express their spiritual need in the mosque. Next, let's talk about the element of pesantren. There is 4 elements in Pesantren Waria. First of all is mentor. The mentor now is Kiai Haji Abdul Muhaimin. The second is administrator. Administrator, there is a Sinta Ratri. The third is teacher. The teacher here is volunteer. They are not from Waria. The teacher who are currently active in Waria, currently actively teaching, including Ustadz Arif Nuh Safri, Ustadzah Masturiah Saadah, and Ustadz Makmun. The fourth element is santri or student. There are 46 students or santri in Pesantren Waria, and about 80% of the santri are santri pulang pergi, come and go. They not stay in pesantren like santri in pesantren in general. Now let's move to discuss about the reason of the teacher, why they decide to be a teacher in Pesantren Waria. First of all is Ustadz Murtejo. Ustadz who was active during the Mariani period. He said that he decided to be a teacher in Pesantren Waria because the proximity with Mariani. Mariani is his neighbor. And the second reason is Ustadz Murtejo have the expectation for Waria can know about God, can close with God. And the second Ustadz is Ustadz Arif Nuh Safri. He said that he decided to be a teacher in this pesantren because he touched by the story from Ustadz Murtejo about the necessity of Waria to learn the Quran in Pesantren Waria. The second reason is he has an opinion that Waria are natural. In his side, there is a special term in fiqh for Waria, that is al-Muhannas. This should be underlined. Al-Muhannas, not Hunsa, because the term Hunsa is not correct. Then he said that Waria is normal because what is forbidden in Islam is sodomy behavior, not transgenderity. This is an interesting argument in my opinion. Next, let's move to the reason from Santri, Desi Tampi. Desi Tampi said that he decided to be a Santri in this pesantren because in pesantren, Desi Tampi can gather with fellow Waria. The second reason is because Desi Tampi can know about Islam in this pesantren. Because so far, Desi Tampi only know about beauty soup or nightlife. The second santri is Arum. Arum said that he decided to be a santri because Pesantren Waria is important for Waria to return to worship after being tired of worldly activities. And the second reason is because Arum, after reading the Quran in pesantren, Arum wants to stay away from immorality. And the third is from Sophia. Sophia said that pesantren is comfortable place to worship as a Waria. Because, as I said before, mosques are generally not friendly to Waria. Now let's move to discuss about Humanist Islamic Theology. If we look here carefully, we will see that Pesantren Waria al-Fatah movement is a progressive movement which based on integration between Islamic theology and humanism spirit. Therefore, it's be called as Humanist Islamic Theology. Why so? First of all, to know why so, we must know about what is the scope of Islamic theology. In general, a lot of people think that scope of Islamic theology is only about God. Only about God. In fact, the scope of Islamic theology is about relation between God, prophetic, and human being. So, when we talk about the position of human being by God's side, like talk about Waria's position in Islam, it is can be called of part of Islamic theology. The second, we must know about the attributes of humanism. Humanism has three main attributes. That is, first, emphasis on the proven good. The second is respect for human dignity. And the last is respect for human rational ability. These three attributes, particularly the second, respect for human dignity, it exists in the progressive movement of Pesantren Waria al-Fatah. For more simple, I mapped out where the reason of Pesantren Waria's element are including part of Islamic theology and where are including humanist aspect. Take a look at this table. The first reason, the proximity blah 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 blah, is not of Islamic theology aspect. It is part of humanist aspect. The second reason, the reason of Pesantren Waria element, the second reason is part of Islamic theology and at the same time is part of humanism. The third reason are part of Islamic theology only, not part of humanist aspect, because it's only talk about relation between God and human being, between Waria and God. The fourth reason is part of Islamic theology and at the same time are part of humanism too. All these reasons, the reasons show that spirit of Islamic theology and humanist aspect, which call us Humanist Islamic Theology of Pesantren Waria al-Fatah. The idea of the humanist Islamic theology, I think, must be spread all over the world, particularly in Islamic country, because in the world there are still many Waria treated inhumane or treated unfriendly. So I think that's all for my side. This is my team. My name is Muhammad Arif and Haji Zuhri and Robi Habibah Abror. Thank you for your attention and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.